Welcome to Hollywood Deli. I'm your host, Blue. Let's get into it, sister wives. So we're going to talk about episode 1. We're only going to talk about the need to knows. So what you see here is a clip from the show last night on Without a Crystal Ball's channel. And you're going to hear Robin talking about Mary. But anyway, I just wanted to explain what you're looking at. Let's talk about it. So it starts off, we already saw everything we needed to see with the clips. What irritated me the most about the episode was Cody and Robin. I am convinced that Cody and Robin is their whole role is to gaslight us. They know they can't win us over, so they're going to gaslight us with this whole I'm the victim role. And Robin acting like she don't understand as per usual, and Robin acting like Cody wants to get back with Mary, or she didn't hear Mary and Cody break up. And so Mary, with her weird, awkward self, goes and tells her friend Brandy that her and Cody are finally officially over. And it's like, Mary, where the hell you been at? He been done with you. 15 years done with you. But here's my irritation with Mary. Mary keeps acting like she can't hold herself accountable. Like she's a pure victim in all this. She's not. Mary should have known better. She should have saw the signs. Come on, years of a sexless affection, marriage, not even conversation. And you're sitting here holding his secrets in hopes that he would even acknowledge you. And then he's telling you behind closed doors that he wants nothing to do with you and that he couldn't see himself with you. But yet you want us to believe that you're a pure victim. You're a victim of him. Yes, you are, but you're a victim of stupidity. And I hate to say it like that. It's cruel. But come on, Mary. Come on. You saw how he acts with a woman in your face when he likes them and loves or pretends to love them. And yet he's not doing any of that for you. And you thought there was really a chance. That's what irritates me. She was too easily to manipulate. So let's listen to this clip about Robin talking about Mary in this dried up land, Coyote Pass.
I mean, Mary didn't seem like she was never going to be out here.
She didn't to you?
She didn't have like a definite no, I'm not.
Because we still have that spiritual marriage intact. And now I will be moving forward with having that terminated. But that's.
Here's my issue with Mary and the spiritual marriage thing. He doesn't believe in that shit anymore. He doesn't. He doesn't care about that stuff. He does not believe in that spiritual marriage. So what is the point? I understand it means something to you, obviously, but it don't, because your faith is tied up in polygamy. And so you told reporters, well, not reporters, but interviewers, that if you pursued another relationship, which you did publicly, it would be a monogamous relationship. So you clearly do not believe in that whole religion, because you're not even a member at a church. So how are you going to get this thing, uh I don't know what the hell you call it, terminated? Yes, terminated. How are you going to get something terminated that doesn't exist for you? That's not even your world. He doesn't care. I think she thinks this is a way to despise him and continue to say that they have a spiritual marriage that needs to be terminated. Girl, he terminated that marriage when he melted down that ring. He terminated that.
It's going to take some time. Like, why in the world would I want to be tied to somebody eternally who doesn't want me?
Girl, he's been telling you he didn't want you. Not after spiritually, in the flesh, he's been telling you he didn't want you by his actions and his words. And then he had to just get brutally honest with you, like, girl, don't you understand this isn't going to happen? And you still are talking about this spiritual marriage. It's irking my soul. I think Mary's trying to gaslight us too, because, girl, you knew that that spiritual marriage was over for you. Had Sam, the catfish, been a man, you would not even be worried about that spiritual marriage. You weren't worried about that spiritual marriage and that connection and having it terminated when you were sucking on that good old banana. So why are you worried about it now? It's irritating. Listen to Cody Ballhead.
Not court and date her now.
Then why the hell did you marry me?
Well, we'll talk about that. So, because I don't want to hear Without a Crystal Ball's commentary, so I'm going to talk about it my damn self. So, The reason why he courted and dated her, this is what he said on the show, was because he he wanted to be a part of the religion, obviously, but he just picked her out of a crowd and thought that she needed someone. And he was like, I want to affirm and try to love this person for the next 32 years. And she's like, how cruel is that? It is cruel, but I think he did prey on Mary. I believe him when he says that he never loved her. I believe that he thought Mary was a loser. I believe that he knew that she could be easily manipulated by the conversation he had with her. He knew she was green behind the ears, and he knew that he could control this woman. He meticulously picked certain women. He picked women with low self esteem and women that could be easily manipulated, and that would categorize all of them. Even Robin with her low self esteem. It categorized Christine, Janelle, and Mary. He picked those three because he knew that he can get them to fall into line. And when he finally met the woman that he wanted physically and emotionally, he pushed them to the side. He knew he could keep them to the side and just give them scraps and use them to fund his life with Mary. But Mary, you need to come to terms with you were used. You were set up, and I firmly believe that he set up the catfish. But she has to accept the fact that the reason why he picked you, Mary, was because he knew he could manipulate you. He knew that you weren't really popular because even Christine said that Mary was not really popular in the church and nobody really knew who Mary was. So he picked Mary because he didn't want the girl that everybody wanted at the time. So he picked you. And it's kind of messed up that he said that, but it's the truth. So let's skip forward to Christine. Christine's in her petty era. Christine has said that she is not going to be friendly to them. This is right before they filmed their meetup in the at the baby behave excuse me at the baby shower with McKelty. McKelty grinds my gears because she continuously puts this family in a uncomfortable state for her own selfish well being. McKelty only was sucking up to Cody because she liked to be in the middle. She liked that attention. She liked the fact that she was the only one getting along with Cody. She, to me, has traits of Robin. Robin alienated the other wives and undercut them for their time to make sure that she was the favorite wife. And when she was able to do that, she liked flaunting the fact that she was the favorite wife and the otherwise faces. It's in particular Christine, because she didn't like Christine from day one because she knew Christine didn't want her there because Christine knew what she was. So those two awkward ones get in there, and immediately McKelty whispers in Christine's ear, Cody and Robin's here. And it's like, you're enjoying this too much. You are enjoying this too much. And that's the side of her that's Christine. Christine is just being super, super petty and acting like they're not there. Robin's doing the same thing, saying that she's not going to push herself on Christine. Well, you know not to push yourself on Christine because, bitch, after you done fat shamed them on national TV, I would have laid into you. I'd have pulled you right to the side if I was Christine and be like, don't you ever think for 1 second that I won't check you about that. So anyway, Robin looking all awkward, awkwardly smiling, coldly, awkwardly talking to himself and out loud, and he beelines it to the baby and all in her face. She don't even know who he is. And meanwhile, Truly sitting there and he's interacting with the baby like Truly's not even there. And it took Truly to speak to him for him to say, "Oh, hey, Truly." The man is trash. Just utterly trash. Janelle wasn't there. She had something else to do. Maddie wasn't there. She had other stuff to do. And so Christine in her confessional says she realizes that Cody and Robin are the outsiders. And Christine relishes in that because Christine for a long time felt like the outsider. And that's what Robin and Cody made the other wives feel like the outsiders when they were amongst them in the group because they would be all up on each other. And they try to say that they held back on their affection. Bullshit. Bullshit. He was rubbing that woman's back in front of Mary. No telling what else he was doing in front of the other wives, especially the one Christine that he really despised, didn't like because she targeted his favorite bitch. Anyhow, so then we fast forward to Christine, and I'm only covering the stuff that's relevant to me. There was other stuff that was fluff. Anyhow, they fast forward to Christine meeting up with Maddie and Janelle, and they spill the beans that they are looking at land to buy and build on with Janelle, and they're looking at Montana. We all know that doesn't happen. But Cody in his confessional finds out, and he's saying that they are doing this to spite him because they know that he can't handle not being involved in the family. He calls it FOMO, fear of being left out or something, whatever he was saying. And I'm just like, Cody, you don't care about being left out. You only care, the only time he cares about what they're doing is when they're doing stuff and they're not pawning after him. But when they're sitting there trying to get him to interact with them and have a relationship with them, he gives them his ass to kiss. And when they finally stop kissing his behind, stop making an effort to include him and involve him, he likes to say, and they did their own thing and left him and Robin alone, oh, they the bad guys now. And so now Cody and Rob are on this kick of they're the victims. He's trying to say he's been excommunicated from his family, and he hasn't been excommunicated from the family. He has strategically, him and Robin, with the starting of the COVID rules and the starting of once the COVID was up and oh, people disrespected me and they need to apologize or they ain't gonna be in my world and all this crap. And when people said, hell no, we ain't apologize, we gonna move on with our lives. Oh, now they the bad guys. Now they're crap talking him. And that's what he keeps saying, because what Christine is saying in the public, he could only imagine what she's doing behind closed doors. And I'm like, yeah, she's crap talking you. She's for sure doing that. But so are you. You talking bad about her. You said some horrific things. You called her disgusting and told the world that you weren't attracted to her. And she had to sit there and eat it. So guess what? You got to sit there and eat what she's saying or get lost. And she's not catering to you and Robin no more. She's not giving y'all any energy, and that's what they enjoy. They enjoy watching Christine ponder after Cody. And I honestly believe that Robin sat back and was gloating, and him and Cody got a good laugh at Christine trying to get him to be involved with her and her kids and have a relationship with him. Because Janelle Janelle could care less. Janelle got what she wanted out of him. She got babies and free child care from Christy and them. All her kids is grown. As soon as the relationship with Janelle's kids deteriorated, she was gone. She didn't care. And Janelle talked about how like people, in particular Christine, thinks she hasn't moved on because they didn't quote unquote have that breakup talk like marry him. Janelle don't need that. Janelle knows where she could when he opened the door of saying that he didn't know if this was a fit, she and him. She's like, all right, cool, I'm out of here. I don't gotta put up with this. And then especially when he was yelling and disrespecting her and saying she was a Teflon queen and cheated him out of his family, she was done. Janelle was the one who got the hint because he didn't start treating Janelle like crap until now. Prior to that, he kissed him and Robin was kissing Janelle's butt. She was really trying to prove herself to Janelle that she was worth being in this family. But when she got her position, that all changed and she started giving everybody her butt to kiss. And now Robin keeps saying this dumb story about how Christine said she didn't want a relationship with her or her kids. No, she said she just wanted some space, to find herself. And then she invited your kids to the wedding. Your kids didn't go, just like they didn't go to Garrison's memorial service, and I'm sure they didn't go to the funeral. And now it's being said by Tody and McKelty that nothing happened in particular at the funeral, which I think is bullshit. But it is what it is. And Tony responded because he watched the McKelty's husband watch the episode like us, and he's saying now that the reason why we see this scowl on her face and this sadness is because everybody has left the mess that they created, and now they are stuck with the reminders of the mess themselves in their relationship, and so now that's why they can't be happy in that relationship. Hence the reason why Robin said that he is doing self-sabotaging behavior is because he wants to push her away because I believe she's a reminder of the mess that he created and what he did with her, and now he don't want to be with her. He wants to push her out. And he was hoping that he could get Janelle back, I believe, and push Robin out and maybe get him another boo thing because he knew that Janelle was okay with being a friend with benefit. But overall, there was no new information for me in this episode. So it was fun and exciting because I was excited for the show to come back. I believe it's going to be a good, it's going to be a good series this time around. This a good season. I don't want to spill too much information because I know that some of you probably didn't watch it yet. But tell me what you think about it. Do you think this is going to be the best season ever, or do you think they're going to keep giving us scraps because they are 2 years and a couple months, 3 years behind. But they did mention Garrison's passing with a statement. But I like that was just a statement and they didn't go into details. Some believe that in the next episodes they will address it and it will go into details. I hope not. I hope that this family has some taste, not taste, some class, and don't do it and just had that statement and that's enough. Like, I don't, that poor child, he was a man when he died, but he was their child, and it was just a sad situation. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you leave a 5-star rating, and y'all have a good night.